Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Just as a reminder, I only have, that doesn't make sense, I'm not wearing my chokers right now, only because the back of my neck just got so broken out with zits and stuff because of the warm weather and the strap of my sleep apnea mask and then the choker holding the sweat back against my skin. It just was breaking out really, really bad. So, excuse me. What I did was to just, I'm not wearing them for about a week and then I'm going to start wearing them again. But this is Little Saber / Cream. She has a more, even though she's not young, she has that smushed face of being young. I think she's got like some chromosomal damage or something, but she's a cutie. She is absolutely beautiful. The only thing that's even slightly maybe negative is her smushed face. But even at that, there's nothing wrong with her and she is a sweetheart. She's making noises there, so I'm sure hoping she's not scared. But she's really, as you can see, quite active and running around, so I don't know if it's scared or what. But I did wake her up. I made noise in her cage until she came over to see, and then I picked her up. So there we go, little one. Thank you very, very much. There we go. She is a sweetheart. All my hamsters are sweethearts. I mean, even though they are hamsters, and so they are vicious and cruel, because, you know, give a hamster access to a mealworm or a cricket and they'll just run over, grab it, and then start eating its head. And of course, Syrian hamsters and even adult dwarf hamsters, depending on the species, should be kept separate, because Syrian hamsters are solitary, and unless you've got a female in heat and a male, well, they don't have to be in heat, they just have to find a female in heat, then that's the only time that they can be together. Otherwise, they will fight and kill each other, and then the victor will eat the one that it killed. So don't put Syrians together. Even adult dwarves, depending on the species, because there's like Campbell dwarves and Robos, and there's like Chinese dwarves. There's a whole bunch of different types of dwarves, and they're awesome little hamster critters, but I like Syrians. I don't know what it is about the two. I mean, I like dwarf hamsters, they're cute, but they don't look like hamsters to me. When I think hamster, I think Syrian hamster. I don't think of a dwarf hamster, even though dwarf hamsters, I have a fly that flew in my open window and it's very annoying, but they look like, even though it's not true, they look like they're just puddles, just mounds, like silly putty, where if you leave it in a spot, they just flatten out slowly. The thing is, hamsters, more than other rodents, have really, really loose skin. And in fact, some of my hamsters that have had their fur fall out, you can really tell by looking at their skin, it's just really, really wrinkly. It's like the surface of a brain. It's got a lot of mass surface area because it's wrinkly, and it does all this stuff and it goes wee, and it's, you know, kind of cauliflower-like. They don't have smooth skin. And this gives them a lot of stretchy skin. I mean, hamsters they're like regular, you know, small rodents, like mice, only they're inside of this huge skin suit. Even the Syrians, even the dwarf, that's the word. That's a big line of cobweb that I just noticed on the wall. But even the dwarves and all that, they just have huge amounts of skin over a regular, sleek little rodent body. So they look like puddles. They look like big, flumpy bears. Well, big, you know, for their size. They look like, the Syrians especially, they look like bears. Lumpy little bears. But if you take their fur, well, not their fur, their skin off, they're just sleek and they're little. Way back when I was younger, like 1989 or so, one of my hamsters had died, and just out of curiosity, I skinned it. And underneath that big coat of skin was just this tiny little body. I was curious. I wanted to know. And it was dead. It wasn't hurting it. So it was gross, and I wouldn't do it now. But it did happen, so I had a lot of good hamsters in the past, and unfortunately not all of them died badly, but I didn't really know a lot about hamsters back then. So I had hamsters, and a lot of them were treated poorly, and then I stopped having hamsters, and then I started having hamsters again, knew more, and then stopped. And then since I've been having hamsters again, have done so much better than I have ever done before. My little fuzzy guys are all happy and friendly. I've had them happy and friendly in the past, just I didn't know. This was back before you could easily find information out. Your source of information was either the library or pet stores. People in pet stores didn't know much. So with the information that we had at that time, I did as best I could with the information that I had for the little guys. But in hindsight and retrospect, I could have done better, but I didn't know at the time. So what are you gonna do? And then I went through a period where I did have this one hamster and her babies, and every single day one of the babies would get out of the cage. No matter what I did, there would be one less baby in the cage. I'd never find the baby because we had 3 cats. There would just be a hamster piece. I'd find like a foot. So that was fun. I only had a cat. We had a roommate that had 2 other cats because I've lived primarily in roommate situations most of my life, starting with going into the Air Force and all that. And then if I haven't had an Air Force situation, if I haven't had a roommate situation, I was married, and so living with other people. I mean, I'm kind of used to living with other people, even if they're not family members or people that I interact with on a daily basis. That's why, being almost 57, which this October, like 2 months from now, I celebrate another birthday. Yay! But I'm this old, and it doesn't really bother me living with housemates because I've lived that way most of my life. You know, once again, starting with the Air Force, where unless you are of high enough rank with enough money, you're living in a dorm. And so you live with a bunch of people. So life is life. I mean, it's not bad. It's a good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, last night, well, not of course, I mean, 2 days I did not go walkies. And then last night I did. And hokey smokes, my knees. Oh boy, that was bad. It was bad. I mean, I'm glad I made it. Glad I went for the walk. It was a good thing, but getting up and down those stairs that I gotta go up and down was really, really hard. Oh my gosh. So, oy vey. I have been, just checking the time there on my webcam software, I have been not making the walk up to Walmart as much. But things changed, and I'm not quite sure what or where. It was around the time of when I stopped taking methadone, but not exactly. So I don't think it was all that, though it may have been part of it. Beforehand, for years now, 5 years, part of the reason I've gone walking is I've had to go out walking. Sitting in a chair would just cause physical anxiety, or my legs would hurt so much. It would just be, I literally could not, or my back was hurting so much that I literally could not sit. Or my restless leg syndrome, where I literally could not sit. And so I would get up and walk to Walmart or just around town, because it's only been for like a year and some that I've been walking to Walmart. Probably about a year and a half now, or about a year. I can't even remember now if it's a year or more, but I've been doing that, but it's been because of my legs and my body, primarily. So I've been staying healthy from going walkies. I've had it up here where I need to go walkies, where if I don't go walkies, I've had mental anxiety from it. I've had physical issues where I get physical anxiety from it. And that's been going on for years and years and years. And so part of it has been I want to walk and be healthy. Part of it is I can't sit here. I've got to get up and move or I'm going to literally go insane. About the time that I stopped taking methadone, right about that time, some of my physical things and my mental things started to change. Now, when I'm sitting, I don't have a lot. I still occasionally get the physical anxiety from my back pain. I still occasionally get my legs feeling really uncomfortable. I still occasionally get restless leg syndrome. So there are times that I can't sit here and I gotta get up and go do things. But primarily that big physical impetus has faded. But I've still wanted to stay healthy. Because I've liked the fact that my pulse went down to right around 44. It's gone up because I didn't go walking for 2 days. I'm not at the same point of physical health that I was at when I was walking every single day. Because now I go about 4 days a week. Like I said, I didn't go for the past 2 days in a row. And that's a long time, especially when you've been obsessive about it. But I've changed up here where I don't feel the urge to get up and move. If I'm playing a game like Grim Dawn or Ion Fury now, I don't necessarily feel that physical impetus to get up and move. And so I'll stay and play because I went yesterday. I don't need to go every single day. So as long as it stays, I'm not going walkies because I'm having fun right now and I don't want to interrupt my having fun right now. But I'm still going walkies about 4 times a week. That's okay. I'm making the choice to not go for a personal reason of enjoying myself. And that's perfectly valid. Because it is better to have a choice to do something than have to do something. I have to go walkies or I'm going to go insane. I have to go walkies or my legs are going to kill me. I have to go walkies because I can't sit here because my back hurts so much. I choose to go walkies because I'm feeling bored is so much better. Or I choose to not go walkies because I am playing a game and really enjoying myself and I went yesterday. Is a much better way to do it than I have to. So on the one hand, I got to keep up my walking. I mean, I went and I walked and it was pretty good. I did the whole trip. The 6-mile round trip, it took less than 2 hours. It was about an hour and a half. So even though it had been 2 days since I had gone, I punched out the whole thing. I did not lose any time. I felt tired. I felt broken, but I feel tired and broken when I exercise. So it worked out well and it was very, very good. So I don't have to, I was going to say punish myself by forcing myself to exercise, but it's not punishing. It's nice to be able to just sit for as long as I wish to and be able to do it. Now, last night I did that. Wasn't sure if I was going to go walkies, but then it was like 6 o'clock came up and it was, well, I think I can't even remember the time that I left now. It was after 7, just after 7, where I left because it had been 2 days and I want to exercise and stay healthy. That was my choice to go instead of I have to. So even at that, it was nice to be able to do that. So I'm going to keep going on my walkies at least 4 days a week on the long ones, the 6-mile trips. Because I still walk. Whenever I have to go to the post office or whatever, I just head out and I walk. So I still walk around town. I walk down to Safeway. I walk everywhere. I just walk. And that's good. It's just the long trips or stuff that I really want to be able to keep up. Definitely. But at the same time, I've been enjoying myself playing video games and staying sitting is, can't do it forever. I mean, sitting for 12 hours at a time, I gotta get moving because my body, I'm hunched in my chair, my posture is not my best, so I need to get moving because it just hurts. Definitely a thumbs up. And hey, hopefully you can I can speak English. Hopefully you can keep moving and get exercising. It doesn't matter if it's a huge amount or just a small amount. If you can get up and walk around the block, that's what I started doing 5 years ago. I was walking around the block because that's all I could do. And then 2 years later, I was walking around town. And then 2 years after that, I'm making the 6-mile round trip to Walmart. I've been doing this for coming up on 6 years now. It wasn't a rush. So if I can do it from nothing to 6 miles in 6 years, I think pretty much almost anybody can. Almost, because of course there are those people at the ends of the bell curve with physical disabilities or mental issues where you can't. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And now I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. Thank you for having taken the time to have left a comment. If I mispronounce if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're not good at that sort of thing. And it is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand right in front of my face, I still get lost. You've probably seen me get distracted a few times here and yet managed to pull it back. So definitely a good thing. Something to call up my Chrome. And we have Tina White, thank you so very much. And Shit Owl, how about that? Thank you very, very much. Nicole Jessica, greatly appreciated. And then we have Parker Smith. Well, I'm glad that you have been watching for years. Thank you very much. And Muraliteron Yaganathan, I am nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Kieran Slipknot fan, thumbs up and thank you, greatly appreciated. And I have talked about my Air Force time. I will talk more about my Air Force time again, so I'll try and remember for tomorrow. SP, greatly appreciated. And Kathy Kitscat, here's hoping that your surgery went well. Paladin Walliam, thank you very much. And Big Ol' Worm, son of a gun, thank you. Junior Red, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have Wolf Thorn Holtzclaw. I bet I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. And then we have Zombie Wolf, thumbs up and thank you. Joseph Gillespie, greatly appreciated. Jenna Nielsen, I sure hope I'm close. Thumbs up and thank you. Ellie Ann Hart, thumbs up and thank you very much. And Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Ben Lowell, thumbs up and thank you. Nancy Sweeney, greatly appreciated and always good to see you in the comments. Thank you very much. And then we have Big Frogums, thumbs up. And then there's something in either kanji or katakana. I don't know how to pronounce the language. I'm very sorry, but thank you very, very much. And then Mika Mach 5, greatly appreciate and good to see you in the comments, definitely. Payday Heist, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Ryan Davies, greatly appreciated each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and letting me stumble over my own tongue. It is appreciated. Thumbs up and thank you so much. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to. I mean, I would understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Time got away from me. Last I saw it was like 15 minutes, and here I am just doing normal stuff, and now it's like almost over. So I got this video, I got another video, and then I think that's it. So, hey. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. I'm going to try and make some phone calls to either the Veterans Administration, the Veterans Hub, or there's like 211 or the Department of Social and Health Services. So there's calls I gotta make. So you take care, and I will see you, my friend.